Hello everybody and welcome to day one of Vlogmas. Today we're going to be talking about 5 tips for you to get over your anxiety of posting online. So if you want to jump straight into the tips, then just use the chapters down below. But first of all, I just wanted to say why I'm doing Vlogmas this year. So I'm 31 years old and I've been watching YouTube since YouTube existed, and I watched the first Vlogmas back in 2011 with Ingrid Nelson. I've literally always dreamed of doing Vlogmas and I've wanted to do it since then, so that's what, like 11 years? So I'm not going to be doing 25 vlogs because A, I've never filmed a vlog before, and B, I just don't think that you guys would be interested in me vlogging every day for 25 days. So instead I'm going to have a mixture. I'm going to have personal development videos, finance videos, some Christmassy vlogs, and some like vegan cooking stuff too. But yes, I am going to be posting a video every day from the 1st of December to the 25th, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing my debt story, so make sure you come back if you want to watch that. So without further ado, let's get into the 5 things you can do to get over your anxiety of posting online. So my first tip would be to think about who you really care about in your life and whose opinion matters to you. I know this sounds like a bit of a weird one, but I kind of reached the stage in my life when I realized I only cared about what like 10 people thought of me. Most of them were my family members who either A, were supportive of my social media, or B, literally didn't care. And then I have a couple of close friends who, again, are not big social media people. And then my boyfriend, who is frankly too busy working to even watch half of my videos, and he's just supportive of everything that I do. When I posted my first YouTube video, I was still at uni doing my masters, and I did think like, oh God, what about that girl or that boy in my class? If they saw this video, I'd be so embarrassed. Or thinking back to like people I went to high school with, if they found my videos. And then I thought, what is the worst that can happen? If they do find my videos and they take the mick out of it and they share it among their friends, A, it's just more views for me, and B, I will never know about it. So what I don't know can't hurt me. I know that's maybe easier said than done, especially if you're still in secondary school, because teenagers can definitely be cruel. But I do think times are changing and it's becoming more and more normal to post online, so just go for it. So tip number 2 would be to make content you like and that you would watch yourself. It's easier to not be embarrassed by content if it's content that you yourself are proud of and that you enjoy watching. I'm not saying that you need to go out and buy any equipment, but try to make the content as high quality as possible. I just use natural daylight, but try not to film in the evenings when it's dark. Try to speak clearly to camera if you are talking to camera, and just try to make your videos as high quality as you can with the tools that you have. That's not to say that you should suffer from like perfectionism and not post things until they're absolutely perfect. You should probably accept now that your first 10 to 20 videos are going to be absolute rubbish. But the great news is when you first start posting, not that many people will see them, so you can use that as a learning curve. Tip number 3 is more about the content of your videos, and it is to never post anything that you wouldn't watch with your boss or your teachers if you're still at school. Obviously, I'd find it quite awkward to sit down and watch how I budget my salary with my boss, just because I would just find it an awkward situation to be watching any of my YouTube videos with my boss. But there's nothing contained within those videos that would jeopardize my job. I haven't shared any information that I shouldn't. I haven't shared clips of me engaging in behavior that would bring my company into disrepute. So even if your target audience is like 13-year-old girls, because you're a young girl, still think, would I be in trouble if my head teacher saw this, or if my boss saw it? Tip number 4 is to unfollow or block any people that you want to on the internet. Just because you create content doesn't mean that you have to just leave yourself open to hate. It's your little square of the internet and you can curate who you want in it. If there's like one particular person that you don't want to see your content, block them. If someone's always leaving mean comments about you, block them. And I think by unfollowing people that don't inspire you or that make you feel a bit crummy about yourself, you'll generally just build up your online confidence and feel like the internet is maybe like a safer space for you to take part in. My 5th tip would be to just do it. Confidence comes from repetition and success, and like I said earlier, if you accept that your first few videos are probably not going to be your finest work, just do it, just post them. What is the worst that could happen? Most days I post on TikTok, I literally don't care, and then every now and then I will have a confidence wobble and I'll be like, am I doing the right thing? But I just remind myself that we're all just gonna die one day and it's really not that deep. When I first started getting into like personal development and finance, I listened to this podcast, The Mindset Mentor with Rob Dial, and he has loads of great short podcasts to just kind of get you over certain fears and anxieties. And I remember one of his podcasts, it was talking about the fear of posting online, and it said just to remember that the end of the day, these like haters aren't the ones paying your bills. So if you want to post online because you have bigger dreams and aspirations, just focus on that. That is what you're posting online for. You're not posting online to entertain the handful of people that might be mean about it. So I would say that my channel is still very much in its infancy, but even with the platforms that I already have, I have already made so many friends and been given so many opportunities from posting online. So always just try and think of the bigger picture. So I really hope that you found some of those tips useful, and that if you are nervous to post online, that will help you just get over the first hurdle. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please click the subscribe button and stick around for the rest of Vlogmas. As I said, tomorrow I'm going to be doing my debt story, or how I paid off over 4 grand of debt.